Hey everybody, Connie Boona here. Just wanted to give you a really quick market snapshot for February of 2026. We're in the first week of March. It's been a very eventful week, a very overwhelming week for many, many people. My solidarity and love to those folks with friends, family members, or who are directly impacted by the events happening right now. As it relates to the real estate market, the market has shown similar trends for many, many months now, slower than average transactions. The market is, listing inventory still quite high, although I will say the number of new listings on the market in the month of February did slow down slightly. And that is indicative, I think, of some sellers making a strategic decision to pause and wait for a more opportune time to get their home to market. With that said, we've been able to successfully support 12 families with their real estate journey so far this year, and all of those scenarios, not without their challenges and, of course, their opportunities. Friends, there's been some very, very big news as it relates to the Musqueam First Nation here in Metro Vancouver and the federal government. The federal government has signed some landmark agreements with the Musqueam Nation, specifically around land stewardship and marine stewardship. I have seen many, many comments out there where people erroneously and incorrectly are saying that this is a direct risk and challenge to fee simple title, meaning your ownership structure. My position is that I strongly disagree. I do not believe, and I have read directly the news release from the Musqueam First Nation where they say quite explicitly that the intention is not to come for people's private properties, but rather to be at the table as leaders, assisting in the stewardship of these lands. And I am in full support of this agreement. The other thing that I read recently, just this weekend in the Globe and Mail, there was a report announced that 2025 saw the greatest foreign investment in Canada in 2 decades. And why that matters is because investment in Canada has a direct impact on productivity. Productivity has been lagging in Canada for generations, and we have some momentum in the pipeline right now that is giving me hope and optimism that we have some renewed, activity in our economy, and there is interest internationally in investing in Canada and in the Canadian marketplace and in the Canadian worker. And so that is encouraging. That's very encouraging on the real estate front, because when folks are stable and employed, they want to live here. And Vancouver remains one of the most desirable places in the world to live. So that's a good news story. The other good news story is that we celebrated with an amazing group of friends and clients our 3rd annual karaoke party. It was awesome. If you did not see the newsletter and you didn't see the notices, let's be in conversation. Please save my email address in your contacts so that you're receiving my emails and they're not going to a spam folder. Or follow us on your social media handles, at Connie Boona on Instagram, or at Your Queer Realtor on Instagram. And of course, you can find us on Facebook, but we do want you in the loop, and we want you at our next event. Next event will be happening in the spring. I'm hoping to collaborate with one of the various organizations that we support to have a family-friendly spring event. So stay tuned for that. And as always, friends, if you have questions, if you're curious about what's going on with your own property, you're curious about what's going on in the market or in your neighborhood, please reach out. I'm always here to help. Thanks.